Hey, what's up guys? Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Hey, trust you guys are doing well. In this box right here, Milwaukee sent us their brand new Packout system, their storage container system. I've actually had it for about a week. I'm gonna open it up here. Actually, I had the flu about a week and a half ago, so I've been delayed doing this video, but I'm super excited about opening it up, unboxing it. I've seen a lot of guys do their videos on it on YouTube, which is awesome. Looks really, really cool. If you guys are in the market for the storage system by Milwaukee, I think you guys are going to be really, really excited. Let me open it up. We'll walk through it together. I'll cover some of the details, some of the highlights, some of the benefits, and let's see what it's all about. Alright, so they sent us one of the organizers. Looks like a small one. They sent us one of the totes. This looks like the 15-inch tote, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sweet. Guys, this thing is awesome. Like, straight up, this is one of the coolest things they've ever sent us, I think. And then lastly, the actual storage containers that have the wheels on them. Need to get back in the gym, man. This thing is heavy. So let's go over the basics and the obvious, right? This is the new Packout system by Milwaukee. It is here to compete against the DeWalt system that they have. Guys, I don't review tools all the time, but this is a storage tool, so I did accept this one and I said, yeah, sure, send it to us. I'm sure all of you guys have said the same thing. Yeah, why not? Send it to me too, right? So a big shout out and thank you, one, to Milwaukee for sending this out to us, and two, thank you to all of you guys who have got our channel big enough to where we can capture their attention to have stuff like this sent out, to unbox it, to show it off to you guys, to use it, to give you our honest review on it, our honest impressions about it, what we like, what we don't like, all that jazz, right? There's going to be three parts that are going to make up this whole solution. Number one, you got your tool organizers. Number two, you've got your storage containers. And then number three, you've got your rolling containers. On the bottom, you've got the large one. Then you've got the medium. It looks like they sent us one organizer and then one storage tote. Now, when Milwaukee reached out to us and said, hey, what are some of the uses that you could use this for? Are you interested in us having this sent out to you? I said, yeah, absolutely. We could use it for tools. We could use it for sprinkler parts. It's kind of what I was thinking, and a variety of other different uses, just with screws and bolts and nails. And whether or not we're tooling it around in the truck or in the enclosed trailer, or if it's just something that we use in the shed or the garage to store and to just keep everything organized, I see the benefits of all of it. Now, I will tell you guys this. I have not used anything in the past from Milwaukee storage-wise or anything from DeWalt. I know they have their system, and a lot of guys swear by that one as well. So I can't give you any like pros and cons or comparisons because I haven't used the product just yet. So instead of trying to sound like a know-it-all, I just wanted to show it off to you guys, unbox it a little bit, maybe just give you guys some of my initial thoughts and some of my initial opinions about it, and just kind of go from there. And as we do more uses with it, we'll give you guys some more reviews and some more feedback on it. Is that fair enough? Now, one thing that the storage unit provides is a seat for me to tell you guys all the prices, because if you think I'm going to memorize all of this, you're crazy. But let's go over the prices so you guys kind of know what you're looking at. First off, you got the bottom rolling toolbox, $129. That comes with the 9-inch wheels and then also the carrying handle. That way you can tote this whole bad boy around. So that's basically the base of the system, right? Really straightforward. After that, you got the large toolbox. That's this one up on top, $79.99, so 80 bucks. And then there is another Packout toolbox, which probably goes right here in between, probably the same size or a little bit smaller, $69.99. So you got 130, 80, and 70. Okay, that's the base. That's going to be all the toolboxes that you're going to be able to tote around and roll around. Next up, you've got the organizers. Now, there's some that go all the way across, and then there's little half ones like this. The Packout organizer, the compact one, is $29.99. That's this little guy right here. Nice save, right? Pretty straightforward. I'll open them all up for you guys here in a minute. We'll show you how they lock, because I'm learning too. And then next up, you've got the Packout organizer, which I'm sure is one whole shelf all the way across. That's $45. Now let's talk about the storage totes. This one up here is the 15-inch tote, and that is 100 bucks for this guy. Now there's a smaller one, it's 10 inches, and that's 80 bucks. And then there's also a larger 20-inch tote, which is 130 bucks. So all in all, if you add all this stuff up that they sent us here, 130, 80, that's 210, plus the other little storage for 30, that's like 240, plus this one up here is 100, so that's $300-400. Okay, so if you guys are looking for a complete storage system just like this, which I could imagine this being pretty practical if you're doing trades, if you're doing construction and all that kind of jazz, a nice $400 investment, but I think it's going to be pretty worth it, because look at the build of this stuff, man. It is completely solid hard plastic, this polymer. I'm really digging the clamps to close it, to unhook it, pretty sweet. You know what? Let's just do a quick one while we're here. Let's show you guys what we have inside. This right here. Little storage containers, I like that. Now, I was watching my man Tool Boss, and I like that guy's channel. He does a lot of great stuff with tools. I actually watched his video about 2 weeks ago when I was laying in bed because I was sick with the flu, like I mentioned. And he made a great point that these have the little grooves on the back where you can hang these on a ladder or obviously a wall with some screws and anchors. That way, if you're at the job site, you can always just post these on the wall with all your tools and your supplies. Got a larger container and then 2 smaller ones as well. Pretty sweet. One thing that I really like is that it's see-through. Now, I know we all use the 5-gallon Home Depot buckets, and a lot of them now come with the lids, but the problem is that you can never see inside of them of what they have inside. You have some of them with the rotors, you have some of them with sprinkler repair parts, some of them have valves and clamps. This is in the sprinkler world, right? And I'm sure it's equally frustrating when you're doing other stuff in construction. This might be, you know, stuff for drywall, this might be other stuff for framing, and you just have parts and screws and all kinds of different things and all in different spaces. I like how this is see-through, that way you can actually see what the heck is inside and what's going on. It's actually pretty hard casing. I like it. Let's do a quick close-up of the clamps. Now, I do like how it's this style where they latch down. I am not a fan of the style that have the metal clasp on and that pull down. I have a toolbox by another competitor, not a fan because the lid never closes accurately, and that metal piece, it's always flexing, and dude, for sure those things over time wear out and they just never seem to line up. One thing I also was curious about is if there is a lock. So if you guys need to lock your tools up, you can put a master's lock on here or any other lock and secure these, and you can store them without having any worry about theft and all that jazz. So pretty sharp. This is one of the compact storage containers. Now, another part of this whole system is the storage totes. I know you guys are going to fall in love with these. This right here is their 15-inch tote. Again, it was $100, but this is very typical on a work job site. Some of you guys that are new to the channel, maybe you don't know, but I do some construction with my friend's dad in the winter months, and that just kind of helps keep the income coming in when it's slow with snow removal, and obviously we're not cutting grass. But these kind of totes, man, he has 2 or 3 of these from Husky and other brands, so I know he's making investments into this kind of stuff as the trade, doing construction and carpentry and all that jazz. So I can't give you guys any feedback about the build quality. I will tell you this, if we do some construction in the fall, which more than likely I'm going to be doing that just to supplement my income, I'll be more than likely you know, toting this bad boy around. I'd love to get his feedback, his thoughts. Maybe we can do some reviews with him and get my friend Ron's opinions and see what he thinks. But I can tell you this right here. On the inside, you have tons of spots and tons of little holders for your tools, any of your hammers, any of your jazz that's going to be going in there. Honestly, you could probably put some cell phones in here and some different tools like that. This side, you have a huge wide open space if you need to bring in your power tools in. I don't know if you guys can tell, but right here, there's a large foam pad here, so that way when it's walking against you on your hip, it's not smashing you and, you know, tearing up your hip and your leg, which is really neat. Again, just some simple practical stuff, man. All your tools, your pencils, your you know, your markers, things that you're going to be using for the construction site. Again, I love doing construction, man. So I don't know. Some of you guys probably hate it, but man, I love doing construction. It's you're tearing stuff apart, you're building stuff up. This right here, as you guys might be able to see, you have a large strap. Not the softest. Probably could have used a little bit more padding up here, but it is oversized. It is nice and thick. The build quality on it though is really nice. Metal buckles all the way around. No plastics. So I like that. Same thing on the side here with your carabiner, where if you need to attach keys or anything else like that. All right, so that's pretty much the tote. Again, this is the 15-inch. There's a smaller one, which is the 10, and then the larger one, which is the 20-inch. Last up is the totes. So this is what we have access to when we open these guys up. Again, you can lock both of these, which I think is awesome. Absolutely a necessity if you're at some job sites. Again, I like this. You get containers for your screwdrivers, different bits, your drill pieces, all your specialty pieces. Little totes, little trays. Really sharp. I like this. Little dividers, so that way if you need some more space. I feel like this is actually really thought out. So great job, Milwaukee. Little trays again on this one. No little screws though to mount it to the wall. I feel like that might be just for the little red containers. And again, I love these kind of hinges. I love these kind of clamps. These are not going to deteriorate over time. One thing that I watched on my friend Tool Boss's channel, he made a great point that the pins connect the little metal clamp here. So there's no real way for this to fall apart unless you pull these little pins out from underneath. So those are going to be very durable. They're going to be meant to last. Right here you got the release. Heavy duty handle. Dude, I'm telling you guys like a friend. these are sharp. So right here is your locking mechanism. Up here it's going to go into the lower piece. Just clips right in, pretty straightforward. I like that. Actually, I like how you can release it with just one hand. So that way, if you're carrying something or you're carrying your tote, you can still get access to this guy. One thing I really appreciated on their rolling tote that they sent us last spring was the fact that it had heavy-duty wheels with like the hard rubber plastic, and then it also had a solid metal axle the whole way through. You can kind of see the same thing going on here. These are some, I believe, 9-inch oversized wheels. Have a metal axle going all the way through, so it's not just little plastic rickety wheels. Side handles, so you can carry this whole bad boy if you have to carry it upstairs or things like that. Let's see what else we have inside the big one. Little container there. I like how the lid stays up. Guys, again, I'm just going through this, learning as we go. Get out of here. They sent us a Milwaukee tick. Huh. Dude, no kid. That's actually pretty smart. Way to go, Milwaukee. This is definitely a tool that could use the Milwaukee tick. So, little container that comes in and out, very practical. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. And then a huge tote, man. If you need power tools in there, you guys use this stuff more than I do. I cut grass, man. But I'm telling you, this fall and winter, when I'm doing construction with my friend's dad, we're definitely going to put this thing through its paces. Right here, you get the release for the handle. Boom. That's got to be at least 24 inches of vertical. So you can have quite a few pieces on here. And again, I like the fact that even the storage tote has the clips so it can lock into place. How do you do that? Oh, look at that. Ooh, there's your switch. Look at that. Just comes right off. Clever girl. So that's pretty cool. You can stack your tote on there with one of the larger toolboxes, add some organizers, whatever you need for the job site. Alright guys, that's pretty much it with the introduction to the Packout system. I know it was a little lengthy, but I wanted to make sure I did a thorough job for you guys. Again, thank you so much for supporting our channel over the last couple weeks, months, and years. You guys have been stellar. Again, want to say a big thank you to Milwaukee as well for sending this product out to us for just a quick unboxing and of course some reviews as we do more work in the future. Curious, are you guys in the market for some of the new Packout stuff and the new system? What do you guys think of the Packout system compared to the DeWalt solutions? If you guys are big fans of DeWalt and all of their stuff, love to hear you guys' thoughts. Please leave me a comment down below. Maybe we can use this as a resource for other guys in the industry, both in the lawn care landscaping and then the construction and of course in the trades. So guys, that's pretty much it. Again, the modular solution by the Milwaukee Packout. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and this quick introduction. We'll catch up with you guys here soon. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're going to do a ton of unboxings and product and equipment review videos just like this, and then also some tips and advice in the industry. If you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you guys are already a fan, please hit that big thumbs up and like if you enjoyed this video. Guys, that's pretty much it. My name is Brian with Brian's Law Maintenance. Guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.